I will show you a 2018 Intel Extreme Masters PyeongChang tournament semifinal second match between s0s and Special. s0s is on the left, Special is on the right. Special is a Terran player and s0s is a Protoss player. They are competing in Season 12 Intel Extreme Masters PyeongChang tournament. It's the second event of IEM Season 12, which hosts a Starcraft 2 tournament organized by ESL and held in PyeongChang, South Korea. Game version: Legacy of the Void patch 4.1.4 BU. It's an offline tournament held in South Korea. The prize pool is $150,000. That's a lot of money. There are 18 players, 5 Protoss, 4 Terran and 9 Zerg. Here you can take a look at the prize pool distribution. The first place gets a whooping $50,000. Second place gets $25,000. And the third place gets $12,500. I'm going to show you this match right here. Here you can take a look at racial distribution and math statistics. At any point in time you can stop the video, go back and take a closer look at these statistics and information. You can find some of these games by typing AndYouLeftTheGame into YouTube search, and you may end up with the AndYouLeftTheGame without blank space or AndYouLeftTheGame with blank space. If you get the one with AndYouLeftTheGame without blank space, just click on it, even if you get both of them, and it will take you straight to the channel. Now if you got the one with the blank space, click on it, go right to feature channels, and it will take you to the channel itself. At any point in time you can subscribe. Now that we know about the YouTube channel, we know about the tournament, about the players, let's have a better look into who these players are. So the first player is Kim Yo-jin, who goes by the nickname of s0s. s0s plays his first official Starcraft 2 match during the hybrid 2011-2012 Pro League Season 2. s0s also won the first GSL Ready Action Cross Match tournament by defeating GSL Terran player in the first round of ACE2-1 in the finals. He's a big deal. Why? Because he won more than $500,000 by playing StarCraft 2. He has many nicknames. You can take a look at these nicknames, alternative IDs, and here you can read more about his legacy, about his achievements, who he is, and what did he achieve in the past. How does that have anything to do with his prize money and the history of competitive StarCraft 2. We can also learn about his trivias and awards, achievements in premier tournaments, major tournaments and minor tournaments, premier team leagues and also championships. You can further read about him in interviews that date back to 2012, GSL 2012 Season 4, Code A, Row 48, Day 2 winners. Not bad at all. Gallery. Here you can see how he looks like. His opponent is Special. He's a Terran player. He used to go by the nickname of Major. He's Juan Carlos Lopez. He made a massive over $200,000 prize pool for himself. So he's the professional StarCraft 2 player out there. Here you can take a look at the achievements, major tournaments, minor tournaments, Premier Team Leagues, and see where he did. He won the major bits of his cash pool. Now that we know about the players, let's move on to the match and take a look how it was played from s0s perspective. First of all, he got hotkeys his bases. He already won one match. So that's a big deal. And we'll see how will he open this game. Just like the first match, he sends a super early scouting probe, and that's probe attacks SUV that builds something. We see some more early scouting. It's pretty much harassment efforts here. He actually spends a long time doing it, but he has a lot of free time too. Now due to this, he decides to open himself a quick second base. And 2 gas geysers, where the simulators are being built. And it looks like s0s is going to focus on gas quickly, which is obviously quite risky because quite a few probes need to be moved away. Here we see the Special's SUV and the Reapers coming in. SUV is trying to build something. But unfortunately, it's not going to be able to achieve it. And it looks like it was purely cosmetic, just solely so that the Special could know what's going on there. In the meantime, s0s will send himself an adept. However, that depth is not going to move far. s0s will be walling himself off, and it looks like he's building a War Prism, which means that he will be making drops. On the other hand, Special is going with Hellions. Now Hellions are very fast units, are very good against the Zerg, not as good against the Protoss as far as I'm aware in early, super early game, but we'll soon find out. In any case, Special was building quite a few Marines there. As you can see, this Helling just simply cannot move into the base. Stalker almost got killed by that mine. It looks like s0s was able to detect the mine. He will move on and make a 5-minute quick expansion. The Vikings are not going to be a good play against Stalkers. And 2 Stalkers can do a lot of damage to just a few Marines. It looks like s0s decides not to commit any further just yet. But finally another assault is coming in here. However, there's a tank in the base. Obviously this tank is going to defend the base with a relative ease. And that's it for all those Stalker drops. Now the Stalkers need to regain their shield energy. And that's it. Now an interesting, very interesting play. It looks like s0s will be playing cloaked units. And cloaked units are strength for the Protoss. And these can kill SCVs with one hit. There needs to be detection in order to deal with this, and it looks like cloaked units have been super effective. Even while the tank is being repaired, they were able to do a lot of damage. And now we can see that s0s is building a lot of gateways. We are preparing for a powerful mid-game, 3 bases, many gateways, and this looks like so far it was a few Stalker Zealot with 2 cloaked units play, and it's transitioning into Immortal Sentries Zealot play. However, this can already change, obviously. Now the Terran was behind the base. The last game the Terran was behind the base, and this game too. A little bit weird indeed. Now more Zealots are going to be built. s0s so far does not know what Special really has in his base there. What kind of play is waiting. And it seems that's a push from s0s perspective. The last time Special attacked with many tanks, many Marauders, many Marines at the early 10-minute game and lost a decisive battle, with Special being truly decisive victor there. Now we see a cloaked unit drop, but that didn't work out that well. Didn't work out at all. And here we see that the bunker is going to be repaired, but that didn't work out. Many attacks, even static defense thrown from units was in the fight. Very interesting play from Special. and Special is very busy fighting all those all those drops. Actually, these cloak drops are super effective because they need to have detection in order to fight these. Furthermore, s0s is building himself an army. You can see on the map that many troops are moving continuously, and at 9 minutes s0s will build himself a 4th base, while Special could just be starting his 3rd base. So far it's unclear. It looks like s0s is sending a scout unit there. You can see it on the map as Zealot. And that Zealot will reveal if Special has himself a 3rd base. Now, very surprisingly, and probably very good news for s0s. It looks like Special, for some reason, decided not to build his 3rd base just yet. And this scouting shade here moved in, but it for some reason turned out to be, it was kind of realized. It shouldn't be realized at that point when he saw so many units around. s0s just builds many more gateways, and it looks like that's all. That's an illusion. For scouting purposes, we see what s0s has, and it looks like s0s built himself a 3rd base into his inner base that isn't that good, really. It's not such a good deal after all. Special is trying to make a drop, but this drop turns out to be a disaster. And Liberator attack is not going to work out. It looks like the Terran is losing its steam with the drops quite effectively here. Now 5th base is being built by s0s at this point, and both players are soon to max out. Special is building himself snipers or ghosts, and ghosts have a powerful shot ability that can snipe away powerful units. So far s0s is not committing. It already proved that Protoss can take out tanks. However, s0s is not committing just yet. He's just expanding. And as you can see, Special on the other hand will try to move in. 2 units got stuck there for a little while, and the Marines, if they're not attacked cohesively, are going to be destroyed. Without the static defense here in Protoss main bases, s0s can't really do much either. So these drops are being a lot more effective. As you can see, 8-12 kills already taking place. Now Special has tanks, obviously. We are not sure how many, but if he's not engaging with these tanks, it's bad. And look at that, the Zealots did manage to get into the base. Zealots are sturdy, powerful units, and that many Zealots are going to wreak havoc here. And in case Special doesn't go back home, he's going to lose a lot. And probably already the harvesters have been wiped out. s0s is not even looking, the Zealots are dead. But look at that, they weren't completely kind of wasted. They even ran to Special's 3rd base, and they did further damage here. It looks like s0s will try to make himself a shortcut here, at the same time being very defensive. He could have killed a lot more of those marauders if he would have issued an attack order, but he's afraid of the tanks, and the tanks are there, as you can see. More powerful units are being morphed, and he will only attack the tanks here. There are many tanks, but these tanks are nearly useless against that many powerful heavy Protoss units. And once again, we can take a look at this battle, and we can see that it turned out to be a complete and absolute disaster for the Terran player, as if the Terran player can't win with that many tanks. Look at that, that's 10 tanks. So 10 siege tanks were shooting at the Protoss, and these 10 siege tanks were absolutely negated. Look at that, they're sieged. Obviously they were a little bit late, but they can win. 1, 2 kills, 1 kill. Look at that, these tanks were not even making any awesome kills here. We can analyze this even further. It looks like this army composition right here wasn't a big deal whatsoever. So he has a lot of stuff. He stims, he goes back, and what do we have here? Most of these tanks have 1 kill, right? So boom, the first shots came, no kills whatsoever, right? Boom, the second shots came, maybe 1, 2 kills or so. Then we have a third shot, 1, maybe 2 kills. Probably if all these tanks would be kind of looked at, maybe 1 or 2 kills have been made. And we're talking about like a reduced number of tanks, right? And yeah, so out of all those 10 tanks, we only had 6 left, and they made maybe 3 up to 4 shots. Boom! We see another shot, no kills. Obviously, let's not forget that these tanks are supported by Marauders Marines, but they're not making any kills. Special GG's out, and that's it. Did I ever mention StarCraft 2 has one of the best explosions out there? Well, if I didn't, just take a look at these. These look absolutely incredible, super realistic, look as if they were taken from a movie and put into a video game. And that's exactly what's kind of putting a lot of pressure on those video cards out there. In any case, it's 2-0, s0s is in the lead.